members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our new series called Now We Know. We go back and watch old trailers and see what they tell us and what they don't tell us and all that kind of stuff.
Yep, this should be interesting.
We started with the MCU. We did all 24 movies. It was very interesting to kind of go through that whole process. And now we've gone on to a small franchise. You may or may not have heard it. It's called Star Wars. It's not really a big deal in this house at all. Just look at the wall behind us. But all of these trailers that I was able to find are all from the Star Wars YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we are going to go in chronological order.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Star Wars as it was released.
Right.
It was called Star Wars.
It was called Star Wars.
And then it wasn't called New Hope until later on.
Yes. Much later.
Much actually after after the Disney buyout and stuff like that they actually started calling it officially calling it New Hope.
Yeah, well, because there was a lot of confusion with the prequels as to which one was one and which one wasn't one, and so then they just started calling this A New Hope.
Yep, and so that makes a whole lot more sense. But the quality of said trailer is not going to be great because it was 1977 when all this came out, and although it is from the I got like a shark fin going. Even though it's from the Star Wars site, it was probably on a physical tape for most of its life.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. The only time you saw these was actually in the movie theater before a movie. They didn't show them.
And this one is a minute and like 10 seconds or something like that. So it's really short. So.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Here we go. Now we know Star Wars, A New Hope, and go.
Luke Skywalker was just a farm boy.
Starting at the end.
He received a mysterious message from a princess.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
She's beautiful.
Star Wars.
She's your sister.
Starring Mark Hamill,
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Too little short for a stormtrooper.
Harrison Ford,
Boring conversation anyway. I think we took a wrong turn.
Carrie Fisher,
Relax.
Alec
Oh.
If you strike me down,
Wait, Alec Guinness is in this?
more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
20th Century Fox presents the most extraordinary motion picture of all time, Star Wars.
Here's where the fun begins.
No legendary adventure of the past could be as exciting as this romance of the future.
Here they come.
May the
Romance.
Force
Romance?
be with you in Star Wars.
20th Century Fox.
That was amazing. So they do all the lines we quote.
Right.
They did in the trailer, which is funny because they had no idea that was. But yeah,
And just like the first scene in the trailer is the last scene in the movie.
yeah. That I'm sure that was a studio decision, right? Kind of show some. I mean, you have to kind of put yourself in the 70s mindset, right? Show some kind of pageantry, some pomp and circumstance to bring in that crowd, I guess. And then romance. There's no romance
Not in this one.
whatsoever in this movie.
Not in this one.
No. And again, they didn't know they were going to make more. This movie was made on a shoestring. They didn't. They were just hoping to break even, and then it did so well. So then they made more. So, there's a lot of false advertising going on.
A ton of false advertising, but I find it interesting the things that they do show, especially for that time. They showed a practical X-wing. They showed a model X-wing. They showed there's this giant space station in the background. Now we all know now it's a Death Star, but they didn't. They don't say Death Star in this thing.
No.
But in this trailer, but but there's this giant space station in the back with what looks like the good guys ships,
Yeah.
and then there's a guy in black, but you don't know who he is, but he's fighting Alec Guinness, so we have to see what's going on there
Yeah.
because Alec Guinness is an amazing actor.
Yeah.
and like so it was stuff like that. It was just like you're leaning into what was really needed at a point in time.
Yeah, they were trying to appeal to a bunch of different audiences
Yeah.
with that, right? You've
Yeah.
got, like I said, the end scene. Okay, moms are going to be like, oh, okay, this looks kind of cool, and Harrison Ford, oh, he's cute, okay,
Yeah.
and then the space stuff. Okay, so all the little boys and little girl, I stood in line to watch this movie, are like, this is cool. We got to go see this movie. And then there's Alec Guinness, and there's an obvious bad guy, and they're doing sword fighting. Dads are into it, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
you just got everybody.
It leaned right into everything that was there. Now like I talked about beforehand, the original ones of these were actually on film and only shown in the movie theaters.
Right.
And this is a minute. This is a minute
Minute
eight.
eight, yeah.
And so it was a minute eight trailer before some movie or whatever. But for me, especially as we go through the Star Wars ones, the warping of the film, you could catch it, and like the cigarette burn, burns,
yeah.
but the little the hairs on the film
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The quality is just not good.
all of that is now looked for as nostalgia, obviously, but also to give, when you go to watch something, to give it an older feel.
Yeah.
And they were trying to show the not necessarily a future, but the science fiction, the sci-fi, the pretty, the prettiness, and so it kind of is a little distracting for me right now. But I know back and forth what's.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have been like that in the movie theater, right? You're watching on
And
a
in '77 when this was coming out, you didn't know that you could watch something on a 2D screen and have it have depth like a 3D, like it was actually physically there,
Right.
like an HD
right.
and stuff like that.
Oh
or
yeah.
4K.
Well, once we
and-
went into the movie theater and watched this, it was way more 3D just because of the the space scenes.
THX and was founded, and Industrial Light and Magic was
Yep.
founded for all of this. I mean, this movie
It was
changes
amazing.
the world, but this trailer, wow, 70s cheese fest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I have no emotional, I'm not pulled in, even though I know the movie so well. I'm not pulled in for this trailer.
Again, it was a different audience.
It was a different audience.
You're trying to get parents to bring their kids because it was a kids movie.
Yeah.
That's why there's no, there's no blood, there's no sex, there's no cursing, it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta give something to the moms and something to the dads so that they'll be like, hey, I'll take my kids.
Yeah. And the movies are about teaching life lessons to kids anyway. So and once you get them in there, and there's spaceships and laser swords and all, we could have a diatribe about what Star Wars actually is. But for this trailer, what did you guys think? And what did you think of our reaction to Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope? We'll have to go back more and like, as we go along more, really kind of emphasize that a little bit more. But what did you guys think of our reaction to this trailer? Let us know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitters. Here we go. Into the great unknown. Not really. So cult members, if we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.